Hi guys, hey Hoop on here. Just want to visit with you for a minute about a subject that's really dear to my heart, which is why do players sit on the bench? Especially, we're talking about gifted and talented players. I've found myself just committing my life to training players, motivating and inspiring them, and trying to help them to understand how coaches think, how they act, what they desire. Because I'm finding that a lot of today's players, they don't really have a real true concept of various aspects of coaching. I mean, it's kind of like they play youth basketball, and then when they get into competitive basketball, as it relates to high school and college, a lot of times they have just a backwards way of thinking. And I always try to tell players this. The game did not choose you. You chose it. And basketball it's a crazy game. I mean, a lot of people say they want to play it until it gets really, really competitive. You know what I mean? And you got to bring it every night. And you got to start bringing it in practice. And if you don't bring it in practice, an old school way of thinking, you're not going to bring it in the game. And talk is cheap. You know what I mean? Talk is cheap. I used to blame a lot of things on my coaches when I was young. And I didn't like their methodology. But who cares? I mean, whatever. You know what I mean? If you love something, you just have to go through the fire and get all the impurities out of you and then grow up. You know, put your big boy or big girl britches on and get out there and play some basketball because you love it. But I don't like players sitting on the bench, and I didn't like sitting on the bench. I mean, that's why I chose to work hard and work my tail off. So I don't like sitting on the bench. And I can't stand players sitting on the bench, especially the ones that are capable of being on the court. And a lot of times, players that sit on the bench, these are players that they've got great skill sets. They have great talent, and most of them have parents that's played too. And what are some things that'll keep a player off the bench? Well, coach-player conflict. You know, doesn't respect authority. What else? When they get in the game, they try to do their own thing. They don't play team ball. You know, if you don't play team ball, then you're playing me ball instead of we ball. Man, this is about we ball, not me ball. A lot of people don't get that. Some young players, their parents, on the way to the game, they're coaching them, telling them what to do, and you know what I mean? I'm like, hey, this guy's got a coach. This girl's got a coach. You gotta get back in your lane, mom and dad, and just let the coach who has the authority do what they gotta do, and agree to disagree. All right. But when players come into the authority of a coach, they have to respond to what it is they see fit for them to do. And I'll tell all y'all, coaches don't like you, always asking them what I need to do to get better. People do that, man. I'm going to tell you this. It turns off a coach for you to ask them those questions. Stop asking coaches, hey, coach, what do I need to do to get better? You do that in the off season. You do that in the summer. But when it's basketball season, that's the last thing they want to hear about, going up against a powerhouse school just because you didn't play. And sometimes it's tough for me to even go to high school games these days because guess what? If I go to a high school game and I know 5 or 6 different parents, especially on both teams, man, it's tough. You know why? Because whoever wins a game, 1 or 2 parents really, really happy because their kid did well. Then the other 3 on both sides, they're telling you what's wrong with the team or they're making an excuse. Who wants to sit there after a basketball game and hear somebody make excuses? And where I sit, I'm always looking for these same players in the spring and in the summer because, I mean, you got to stay in the gym and work on your craft. If you don't stay in the gym and work on your craft, when it's game time, nothing in, nothing out. I don't care how many games you play. A lot of players, they sit on the bench because they have poor attitude. Some sit on the bench because they don't hustle. And some of them sit on the bench because they're not ready. All right? And coach just feels like, with a little bit more time and grooming, I'll get you in there if you maintain a healthy attitude. But this idea that when you don't play, you're going to transfer to this school, that school, that school, this school. You know what I mean? Give me a break, man. After a while, man up, lady up, woman up, man up. Yeah, at the end of the day, you get out there and you compete against whoever is in front of you. And don't worry about how coaches deliver the message. Just get the message. That's what I used to have a problem with. I wore my feelings on my shirt many, many years ago. Not anymore. Not anymore. I don't care what you say. You can curse me out. You can talk crazy. You can... I don't care. At the end of the day, if you tell me to come off the baseline, that's what I'm going to do. If you tell me to take a charge, that's what I'm going to do. I don't care. I don't care what uniforms we wear. I don't care about the jersey colors. I don't care. Shoe color doesn't bother me. A lot of coaches get caught up in that. Players do too. I don't care. I don't care. Just give me a basketball, tennis shoes, and give me an opponent. And it's time to go play ball. Man, I play ball. I want to make the fans stand up. I want to make them clap their hands. And I want them to get their money's worth. I mean, I train on a regular basis, even today, because I like A-game basketball. You know, this idea that people have to sit on the bench, I don't like that. Who wants to come and watch somebody sit on the bench? You know what I mean? And then on most teams, you only have 2 ball handlers. Give me a break. That's why I train. Try to get everybody's a game up to a sustainable level, high level of play, to where the coach can respect it. So there's no excuses. Oh, and I'll tell you this about all coaches, including me when I put my coaching hat on. All coaches are squirrely. All of us are squirrely. Get used to it. So one player may want a coach that doesn't talk much. All right, cool. Go get one that talks a lot. Then the next player wants one that doesn't talk much. Okay, that's cool. Go get one that's silent. It doesn't matter, man. Excuses, man. They're not going to get you anywhere. But there again, I don't like seeing players sit on the bench. I can't stand it. And then when a player comes to the sideline that subs out, they have to go further to the end of the bench. Man, that's not cool, man. That's not cool. And I have a real big problem when players play summer basketball with some really, really nice teams and nice coaches, and they come back and they can't play for their school team. And then they want to reference the summer ball to make up for why they're not able to play in their high school program. At the end of the day, if you can play ball, you're going to play ball. I mean, I think you should be able to go anywhere in the universe and play ball. You play it as a team. You play it together. You play it with a lot of respect. You play it with excellence. And you hustle. And you work hard. You're resilient. You maintain poise, discipline, and play with respect. Respect the game. You play with good sportsmanship. And most importantly, you respect your authority. You know, whatever role you want me to play, coach, I'm here to play that role. You want to play fast? Cool. You want to play slow? That's cool. You want a passing game? That's cool. I don't care. At the end of the day, I want to win. When it's all over, man, I want to win championship basketball. I don't want to win district. I don't want to just win by district. I want to win it all. And I want to be known for championship caliber play. That's why I enjoy training. I love it. I enjoy it. It's filled with many and multitudes of sacrifices. So you do things over and over and over and over and over and over and over. I don't want the dollar. I'll get to the dollar by getting the pennies. And that's what a lot of people don't pick up anymore. They don't pick up pennies off the ground anymore. I'll pick up a penny in a heartbeat. And I'll be rich by the time I get ready to go to heaven. Then I'll donate it to the least of people in the world. I want to help somebody. That's all I care about is helping people. I want to help people get off the bench. Get tired of parents getting off work, gassing their cars up, going and eating, then, inviting their friends to games, and then they have to watch their sons and daughters sit on the bench. Man, give me a break, man. If you average 12 to 15 rebounds, you're going to be in the game. If you can shut down a defender, you're going to be in the game. If you talk and communicate and you keep everybody, working in unity on your team, you're going to be in the game. If you can pass, shoot, and dribble and play defense and rebound and run the floor, you're unstoppable. You probably won't come out of the game. But what's wrong with wanting to be that kind of player? But if you're going to invest in the game and you're going to have to practice anyway, Why not want to be the best? Oh, I'm sorry. The best never, never rests. All right, I get it. I get it. The best never, never rests. All right? I guess it's the old school saying, good, better, best, never, never rest until your good becomes your better and your better becomes your best. So I guess you're probably going to have to start putting your best effort forward. But I think it's very disrespectful for coaches to have capable players who they can only use a little bit. You constantly want to sharpen your skill sets. You constantly want to sharpen your game. You constantly want to get better on a regular basis. I mean, when you practice with school ball, that ain't nothing but the appetizer. The full course meal is you, the steak and potatoes. That stuff is you doing things on your own time on a routine basis. 15, 20, 30 minutes a day. Go invest in you. Put some money in the bank, in your basketball bank. You don't want your basketball bank to be broke. Can't stand people making excuses. Man, they get you beat, man. Potential. Why is she not playing? Why is he not playing? Well, right now they're not ready. They got potential. Man, several coaches years ago told me people with potential that they get you beat. That means they are capable of doing something. They don't have enough want to in them. You know what I mean? You got to put some dog in them. You know, I'm just saying. I mean, I'm just keeping it real, man. Hoop Hunter keeping it real. Now I come to a game and I want to see some excitement, man. I want to see some passion. I want to see people self-motivated, man. And in your head, I want to see, I can see it on your motions when you're just saying to yourself, you can't stop this. You can't stop this. Sometimes your game can reflect that. But you got to bring it, though. You know what I mean? I pride myself in teaching young people the importance of staying in shape. Nobody wants to run, but the game is all about running. So if you know that most people don't like to run, why don't you get in tip-top shape? So you can play 2 games in 1 game. You ain't going to have to worry about sitting on no bench. But in this game, you have to learn to do things to separate yourself from the competition. And quit making excuses. Everybody got an excuse about this, an excuse about that, and an excuse about this. Some people have written home and they've learned this one country song that says, put me in the game, coach. I'm ready to play today. Man, come on, man. Come on, man. Nobody wants to see you on the bench, man. Nobody wants to see you on the bench, man. Nobody wants to see you just go through warm-ups, man. You should love the game and be thoughtful enough about yourself that you're going to put forth the necessary effort to play the game at a higher than normal level every day. And only have to come out of the game for a water break or a breather. That's it. I want to encourage you, man. And this is a beautiful game. If you play it the right way, you got to prep for it, though. You got to prepare yourself for it, though. It's like life, man. It's a battlefield. You got to learn to fight on that battlefield. But I always say this. On those battlefields, if you fight them, you will receive blessings. Because they go hand in hand. Battlefield, blessings. Blessings come from the battle if you fight it right. Not fist fight. But every day you go to practice, you got to contest. You got to challenge somebody. It's like if you're on defense, contest everybody's shot. Just don't foul them. Block out. Put that butt on their butt. Make them fall down. Be aggressive. Be assertive. I get tired of people telling me, don't use the word aggressive. Okay, assertive then. I don't care. Just whatever you have to do to get the job done, get the job done, and quit making excuses. Coach don't like me. Coach will like 15 rebounds. Coach doesn't like me. Coach will like it. He or she will like it if you block out and you squeeze that ball and don't lose it. Coach loves offensive and defensive rebounds. I guarantee you that. Coach loves effort, endless effort. So quit making excuses. Because excuses, they will get you beat. And obviously, there's no place for excuses in basketball. So anyway, I'm going to let you go now. I just wanted to rap to you for a little bit. But anyway, remember this. Hoop Hunter. I don't like seeing players on the bench. If you're on the bench, come see me. I'm going to help you get off the bench. Hoop Hunter, signing off.